ちゃおう今相反する青と赤の
What is up, everyone? I am Matt, also known as the Game Rebel. We're gonna play some Gunvolt today. We took on Carrera last time, and now, if I actually go back and deal with Sinner's Row and fight Copen again, he's actually going to have Carrera's power, which is actually known as Power Grab. And as I said before, Carrera has the ability to suppress other Adepts' Septimas, which basically means Copen now has that ability too. Something that is actually going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. So that's why, like I said, I waited until after I dealt with Copen at Sinner's Row before I took on Carrera. But after taking on Carrera, we got the Technos. This bolt fires... Hold on. I went to the wrong one. Actually, I might want to go there later. Technos. It fires two-way terrain crawlers. If this hits a wall, though, it doesn't crawl up the wall, but if it hits the floor, it will be able to tag anything that is too low for Gunvolt to tag normally. Really helpful in this next area. Unfortunately, I didn't get anything else as well. Like, I still have the Osmotic Eye. I was really hoping to get the Flash Focus by now because it's really going to be helpful for what we're doing. And I want to get this one out of the way now because I have quite a bit of a story to tell with this particular Adept. By the way, there are two ways in which you can actually say Adept. You can say it as Adept, as in something that you're proficient in, or Adept, which basically refers to the person who is proficient in that particular subject. Just so you guys kind of know that I am pronouncing it correctly. I actually went and made sure about that. Act cautious. I have no shame in going gutless when I'm not recording. I'm only doing it for this Let's Play, and if I get to Gunvolt 2, I think I said this before, but if I go to Gunvolt 2, I am going gutless, because I love the songs that you get in Gunvolt 2. Anyway, briefing time. Feel like doing a little supernatural spelunking, Jeeves? We need you to check out Sumeragi's haunted house. Their haunted house? It's technically a storehouse, but from the sound of it, it's Ghost Central. Okay, and what? You want me to go and see and kick their butts? Ha! No, not exactly. I did some digging and it looks like our real target is under the storehouse. There's some kind of huge facility down there. Of course, it's not listed on any official records. So, ghosts are crawling out of a secret facility. Yeah, that's not suspicious. They may not be ghosts, but some kind of creepies must be crawling out. See what you can find. And don't forget your proton pack! Oh, Xeno. It sucks that he only shows up in this game. Sadly, he doesn't show up in Gunvolt 2 or any other games. Right, let's strike. Mission Underworld. This secluded prison has fallen prey to a two-headed serpent with no regard for the laws of life and death. Now, when we get down there, I'm actually going to be able to tell you the story. Anyway, Technos only allows 2 tags, so no full strikes. But if you mash it and you hit the same target with both things, you can do a good amount of damage. Alright. There should be a way in right around where you're standing. Let me just flip the switch. Nice switch. Oh, thank you, Jiffy. It is a very nice switch. I got it for 280 bucks. Unlike everyone else who probably paid full price because they're all pawns of the new CEO of Nintendo. Yes, I went there. I still harbor a bit of animosity towards him. But I am trying to suppress it because I don't want to sound like a stereotypical internet person. And I kind of do. Anyway. Okay, so maybe I rigged some explosives during my last visit. Sue me. Anyway, the facility we need you to check out is directly below. You, might want to hop in before security shows up. That blast was loud. This has got to be the least ninja infiltration Quill's ever done. What can I say? I'm a trailblazer. Oh, Zeno. Anyway, let's get in there. By the way, there's nothing over to the right. Now we begin the actual mission. With darkness. Alright, you're in. Can't see jit down here. Again, I like the censoring that they try to do by replacing the words. Did they kill the power? Do you see any glowing panels? Sumeragi facilities have a special grid for emergency power. Zap the panels with your lightning to see results. Speaking of results, it is so red, it is nuts. Welcome to, well, the hidden facility. Ouch. Oh, I leveled up. What am I at now? 29. I think I get my next skill next level. Yeah, as much as I'd like to get the full strikes and such, I will not be getting them because I have to rely on Technos for this part. Now, the adept we're going after this time is Elise, the Eternal Envy. No surprise as to what sin she represents, but there's actually quite a bit of backstory involving Elise as to why she's a Sumeragi adept in the first place. For this, we have to go to a drama CD. These drama CDs, however, were not released outside of Japan, so stuff that was, how do I put it? Stuff that was kind of localized doesn't really show up. One of them being how they address adepts. They actually address them in Japan as psychics. And they mentioned something about a 7th wave. I haven't really read too much into it, but, I hate this part. Well, that, because these things could hurt you. No, you don't. Thankfully, you can actually see with your flash field, but even so... Ouch, and they're rolling kudos. I'm probably not getting a Lumen song this video. Ah, zombies! Yeah, so, remember what that thing mentioned about, a two-headed serpent involving life and death and all that? Well, zombies. And these zombies, most of them like to hang low, so that's why I'm relying on the Technos, so I can hit them. Okay, now, going back to what I was talking about. There's a particular drama CD titled Lazy Kingdom that involves Merrick and Elise, and this actually explains how Elise ended up with Sumeragi in the first place. Anyway, at this point, I think I can switch back to Naga, because I got these guys. I wonder if I can tag them both. That's okay. I'm gonna try. Oh. No problem whatsoever. Got a good amount of kudos there, too. I like this. Hexa files, so which means we're done with the first part. Back to Technos. Okay, so the story about how Elise got involved in Sumeragi. By the way, she is the second of the prisoner adepts. The other one, of course, being Stratos. And like Stratos, she was experimented on. How she came to be with Sumeragi, however, is detailed in Lazy Kingdom. So, one day, she was kind of just... Well, for one thing, we have to look into her backstory. She got bullied. A lot. And because of this, she actually developed, like, straight-up feelings of envy that are so powerful that, essentially, she has given up all hope for ever having, like, a normal life or anything. So, yeah, she really had it rough. And it only gets worse. Right, I don't have the, Ooh, that was close. Yeah, I put on the, traction ring because the roof has spikes. The ceiling has spikes, too, in some places. Speaking of, I should actually go back there. Yeah, see right there? Spikes. Alright, back to the story. So, one day after she got home... And it was a really rough day. Shoot, I didn't want to get that. Anyway, she had a rough day and she wanted to kind of get over it, so she decided to get on an MMORPG that was kind of popular. Ugh. I hate that. I hate that so much. Anyway, to continue. So, she gets on, but she receives this mysterious email saying that there's some kind of event going on that will release her character's inner self. Not really buying it, but goes for it anyway. Ah, good. I got it. Level 30. This gives me, Galvanic Renewal. Basically, full restoration. Really good for, later levels coming up. Okay, back to this. So she gets on the MMORPG, and then afterwards, rumors start spreading about a player killer being able to do things that are impossible in said RPG. The things happening are this character is somehow able to resurrect themselves and turn others to stone. Something that, of course, as I just said, was supposed to be impossible in the game. Sometime later, Merrick, after kind of not being interested in working, actually decides to get on the game, and then notices on the message boards that there's a player killer. He's actually kind of intrigued about this, so he decides to investigate. So afterwards, sometime later, he actually meets up with Elise in-game. Elise, however, kind of doesn't really know what she's doing because she picked a class that was kind of not for beginners. She states her reasoning for it. She liked the outfit. She thought it was cute. And given the actual cover for the drama CD, which I'll just show right now real quick, in the upper right, because there's not really much I can show up there, I can kind of believe that. She definitely does look cute in it. But anyway, after a little bit of Merrick berating her, but also giving her a little bit of constructive criticism, he mentions the word normally. This triggers something in Elise that just makes her fly into an angry rant about not being able to be normal around anyone. Because of this, Merrick actually grows suspicious of Elise later on. Now, sometime later... Hold on, I'm trying to remember everything. So, sometime later, what happens is, this RPG tends to have, at some point, Lumen's songs show up as, like, some kind of event or something. When the song comes up, this actually triggers the player killer to come out and attack. At one point, Merrick actually finds the player killer. Oh boy. Whoa! I do not want you touching me. Bad touch. By the way, there's a gem for the level. If you do not have the air dash or air hop, if you quickly... Hold on, let me try this. There we go. If you can do that, then you'll be able to get the gem without needing either ability. Okay, back to the story. So, later on, Merrick actually finds the player killer, engages her in battle, and learns what this player killer is like. Also learning that the actual player killer herself is just a really bad player. But, because of this, he actually is able to deduce that the player killer is actually Elise. How she's able to do this kind of thing, he doesn't know. Until he realizes that it's actually her Septima that that's how she's doing it. Her Septima. And, oh man, I'm near the end of the level and I'm not done my story yet. Anyway, long story short, afterwards, Merrick actually is able to find out where Elise lives, warps there, and takes her out. Oh, and speaking of, this is her.
Help me, please.
Easy there. What's your name? She looks scared out of her wits.
You mean, you're not one of them?
I work for myself. Odd jobs, you might say. The name's Gunvolt.
Sumeragi kidnapped me. They must have knocked me out. And when I woke up, I was all alone. I don't understand what I did to deserve any of this.
Honestly, I had no idea what she was talking about. Was she an adept? Did the hunters nab her? My first thought was that she must be important to have gotten herself thrown into a place like this. Listen, I'm gonna get you out of here, okay?
I saw an exit in the back, but I can't get past the hexafile.
Alright, stay here while I get it open. So basically, how did Merrick actually capture Elise? Well, he actually put a bot to cover for his avatar in-game, while he warps into Elise's room itself. And here's the thing. He pulls out a fan. I'm not gonna bother talking because, anyway, he pulls out a fan. You know, one of those fold-up fans that you use to fan yourself with? He pulls out a fan that was teched out to suppress to suppress Adept Septimas, and slaps her with it. Twice. First to bring her to her senses, and the second time to knock her out. And then afterwards, he actually gets Sumeragi soldiers to come in and take Elise basically to where she is now. And just, oh my... This picture right here freaks me out. But yeah, she got experimented on down here because they wanted to learn about her Septima. Because she was so weak-willed, however, they couldn't really experiment on her Septima properly, so they actually tried to do something to her. And that something is kind of what we're going to be getting into pretty quick. Now, I have the knock on for a reason. I clocked them in because I'm going to be taking a lot of hits here, unfortunately. So, no Lumen song for me today. Kind of sucks, though. I really wish I could get Beyond the Blue. I really want it.
I remember now what we are here for.
Yep. Two of them. I'd never seen anything like it. She was an adept, but there were two of her. Not twins. Twice the fun, too. She actually divided into two people. Holy shit! Did she just go amoeba on you? Sorry, can't talk. This is about to get ugly. Wait, what's going on? That's what I wanted to know. Anyway, so what happened here is they implanted another personality in her to strengthen her will. That personality is who's talking right now, and who basically wiped out everyone. By the way, notice their outfits. Very Cobra-like, don't you think? In fact, another fun fact. Their powers are essentially based on Medusa. Anyway, the second girl turned and glared at the first. How could you lose your memory, you stupid dolt? That is so cliché.
I'm sorry.
That's Sumeragi gear you're wearing. What's your point? This twit wouldn't do as she was told, so Sumeragi gave her an attitude adjustment.
I said I'm sorry.
A split personality given physical form? Even Jewel can't do that. Then, a more horrible question popped into my head. Why are you the only one in here? Where did the personnel go? Oh, you didn't see them on the way down? You know, the living corpses? Zombies? Even in a world full of adepts, it sounded crazy. Sumeragi wanted our power. The power of resurrection. So we gave it to them. All of them. I guess they should have been more specific. Our name is Elise, and you're about to be the next to undie. Fist fight! Tag them both and zap them both at the same time. Be careful, however, because here's the thing. You have to take them down simultaneously, or at the very least in super quick succession. If you don't, one will resurrect the other. This can be done up to 5 times. Oh, and by the way, Gorgon Gaze. That is one of their moves. Oh, crap! This inflicts the other debuff that you can get. Stone. If you're stoned, and don't take that the wrong way. If you're stoned, you take a lot of damage. Oh, crap. And there it is. Now, if this happens, a good idea is to take down the one with less health, have it happen again, and then just rinse and repeat. Okay, should be good. It should take him down. And that's it for release. Sadly, I really don't like dealing with her because, for one thing, aside from her fight being annoying, it's just... her original personality just makes me want to hug her instead of kill her. Unfortunately, with Gunvolts, whoever gets in his way dies. Wow, I make him sound like a bad person. Ooh, I'm not getting a good rank. B! Well, then again, I did take a little while because I did want to explain the, story. This is where I get this? I was looking for this because this is what'll help me get flash focus. Oh, wow, it took a while. Then again, I should have expected that. Let's check the dealer. Please, please. Crap. Ah! One thing away. You know what? I'm getting flash focus off screen, and I'll see you guys next time for when we take on the last adept, which is this guy. But first, Jewel. Gotta give the Jewel to Jewel. Yeah, I'm just gonna speed through that because it's all the same thing. So we've given her 6 jewels. There's only 1 left. But there's something about this game that kind of bugs me that involves the whole jewel thing. But I'm not going to get into that yet. I'll get into it maybe next time, though. So, only 1 adept left. Thankfully, if you do things right, that fight can be laughably easy. But then again, it's Elise. I just want to hug her. Also, she's a gamer, too. Or was a gamer. I would want to play games with her. I just like her. But anyway, next time we take on this guy at the media tower. I would have taken this guy on earlier, but you know what? His stage might not be as long, and there's going to be another thing afterwards. So until then, thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment, maybe subscribe. If you want to know a little bit more, there's a lower up box in the video and down in the description below. I'm Matt, also known as the Game Rebel, and I'll see you guys next time when we run through some more Gunvolt. Sayonara for now.